So, if you just finished watching the second video, here's a third. Just tied her up for a couple of minutes. I got a drink of water, and now I've got this big scary tarp. Let's see what she does. Good. And notice I'm doing this on her right eye, because her right eye is a side that she has a little bit more trouble with when it comes to trusting me. She's not very secure on this eye. So I do everything that I can on this eye. Present it. Good. Present it. She touched it, so I'm allowed to touch back. Yeah? It's good. So I'm allowed to touch you now, right? Do not do this with a horse that is properly tied up, yeah? Do not do this with a horse that's properly tied up. It's too dangerous. So, I'm always reminded of a quote. Let's see. This time I think it was Clinton Anderson that talked about horses being brave cowards. So if you're running away from a dog, kind of like dogs. So if you're running away from a dog, they chase you. They're brave because you're running away. Kind of like bullies. But then if you turn to face them and you walk towards them, they're afraid. So to build the horse's confidence initially, you take that scary object away from them and you get them to follow. She wants to put me on her left side again. Good. That's one side done. That's the second side done. So she's seen it out of both eyes. So now I can let it over her back and ask her to go. So this is the first time. This is the first crazy saddle that I put on her. Perfect. Release that pressure there. So what I was looking for is, how did she take off? How did she move out? Secondly, what happened? How did she react? Or did she react or respond when the wind blew that tarp off her back? I would say that she responded. Okay. Did you see that? Okay, that was significant. I don't think I've honestly ever seen a horse do that. This crazy rattling scrunchy thing that I threw on her back, this blue tarp, slid off her back because of the wind. It fell on the ground, and then she went around it and the wind blew it. Typically what I was expecting is for her to hit the end of this lead rope. What she did, in fact, is just yield to her hindquarters and take an interest. Look where her head is at. Asking for a bit of comfort. Hey, you did good. That's amazing. Very nice. We're definitely getting somewhere. Let's see what happens on the other side. What we do on one side, we do on the other. Yeah. Can you go on this side? Okay. Starts off with a stick, starts off with your hand, starts off with good job. So nothing happened to you, huh? Gonna use this wind as my helper. Do not protect this side, please. She can hear some horses trotting outside. Okay, she's not spooked at this at all. So now what we need to do is make sure that she can go over it. How about that? Can you go over this tarp? Not yet, huh? But you will. Very nice, very careful with her feet there. She knew she had to get to the other side, and she had to move that shoulder away from me. Move that shoulder away from me. Now I wasn't focused on her going over the tarp as much as I was her not walking into me. Again, pay attention to these things. This is how people get hurt. Good job, little lady. Okay, what do you guys think? Time for a saddle? I'm pretty damn sure of it. So, really cool thing about this saddle is that it's got a back cinch or a back girth. It means that it's going to touch her in many different places. You want to check it out? Go ahead. Good girl. So we're going to do it from the off side, the right side. And there are several reasons for that, but I don't really want to spend too much time talking when I'm doing this. Do the other side. Just gonna throw it on as if she's done this a million times. Reason I'm relatively confident here is because we did the tarp just now. And that was something much more manageable and a lot more scary. I'll leave that on, switch sides. How does that feel? Nice and warm? Okay. Time for the saddle. You can check it out. Okay. There we go. Saddle is on. Now, it's messy. Stay to her side. I have no idea what she's gonna do. Even though she's been good with all the tests we've done, you just never know. So I'm gonna, reason why I can just do it off of one side, off the offside, sorry, because I only need to change sides of on the horse once when you do it this way, instead of the other way, which is put it on this side, get over onto the other side, let the girth down, then get back onto this side. This is an important part in a horse's journey. But damn it, the girth is too small, which is lucky for me. I think we're gonna have to just make it work. And right now it's not critical. I mean, if she did take off, get spooked, and the saddle falls off, it's not the end of the world, because it's not tied to her. It's not going to get on underneath her belly, get stuck in her legs. It's just going to fall off. Okay, I'm just going to have a dirty saddle. Fine. Not a big deal. Kind of got to get this done kind of quickly. So touch her with this girth. Touch her with the girth, release, pull, release, pull, release, pull, release. There you go. Still not fully committed yet. Saddle can still fall off. Now we are pretty much, not yet. Now we are committed. Just need one tiny hole to come undone. And then we're in business. She is nipping at me a little bit. I'm gonna ignore all of that. And all that drama could be for nothing. Okay, chewing and licking. Okay, now I must confess the owner did say they saddled her. But this is great. Typically what they would do is buck. Sometimes with a front cinch, front girth. But let's see what she does with the back. Just gonna do this a couple of times so that I know she's felt it, she's understood. And I'm leaving that back girth on. I like it dangling, touching your legs, making a noise. It's all good stuff. Let's yield. Let's go this side. As if it's not there. Hey. Okay, I don't wanna touch you. Don't worry. This is the third time we tighten the girth. And we are gonna get rid of this hole trying to nip me when I'm putting the saddle on pretty soon. But initially I have to allow her to get away with some things. So that I can get this done properly. Okay, now she's definitely felt that back girth. Definitely hasn't had this done before. Completely new to her. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad. Good. Okay, now she's moving away with those shoulders. This is really, really good. Okay, now I'm gonna let her go. I need her to canter. Definitely need her to canter. Can I get all this done for you? Make sure everything is pretty cool. You're cool with it all. Very good. So I'm just going to leave her alone now. Leave her somebody to play with here, if she's interested. While I take a little break, and she takes a little break. Because the next part is getting on.